massive political debate that has erupted moments after the Home Ministry, in its written reply in the Lok Sabha today, said that the government is unaware of most wanted underworld Don Dawood Ibrahim's location and hence could not extradite him. The opposition has torn into the centre's reply, claiming that the government now stands completely exposed on its duplicity as far as the Dawood disclosure and his extradition to India is concerned.
So basically on Dawood Ibrahim, the government today has said that they don't know where he is. While there are Delhi police documents which show 3 addresses, there are Mumbai police documents which show his passports with the...
Well, it's completely ridiculous what government is saying. You know, before the elections, most of the BJP leaders in all public meetings and all election meetings, they had promised that the moment their government would be in Delhi, they will bring Dawood Ibrahim back within 15 days. Now government is going to complete 1 year and we don't know whether Dawood is and where Ibrahim. Nobody knows about them. So, and now government is saying after 1 year that they don't even know the whereabouts of Dawood Ibrahim. So I think it's a complete failure of the government.
Thank you.
The whole world appears to know where Dawood Ibrahim is. We know of Clifton addresses, we know of Karachi addresses, we know of Dubai addresses. But sadly the Home Ministry and the Government of India doesn't know. I can't understand how this can be. It weakens India's fight against terror. It makes India look very sorry in the international arena. And I think there is no business for anybody to raise this kind of a point. You can say that because of international collusion and Pakistan, you're not able to get him or catch him. But please don't say you don't know where he is. This is exactly the Pakistani negativity which we are adopting. Oh, it's very bad.
The government is lying. Either today government is lying, or that day government was lying when they said that he is in Karachi. If he was in Karachi, only few months back, most likely 4-5 months back, now where he has gone. And what is the intelligence department of this government is saying? I think either the government is under pressure, either government has some hidden agenda, they are just avoiding this subject. What I can understand, either government is lying today or government has lied that day and they have some hidden agenda as far as the Dawood is concerned.
The hidden agenda you are saying, or some kind of pressure, what kind of pressure are you talking about here?
This government, the foreign policy of the government of India is always working under the pressure. There are 2 sources. One is PMO, the other is foreign ministry. You don't know which source is working, what line they are taking, but yes, there are differences between those 2.
All right, in fact, we're getting more breaking news right now. The government saying that it is unaware of Dawood Ibrahim's location. There's a fresh update on that. Congress leader Manish Tiwari is with us on the phone line now. Mr. Tiwari, what do you make of this backtracking by the MOS Home? And now he's telling Times Now that, yes, we know the government is apprised of the fact that Dawood Ibrahim is in Pakistan, and possibly the Home Ministry could also clarify on the issue in Parliament tomorrow if such a clarification is sought.
Well, if the Home Minister or the junior Home Minister says that he's in Pakistan, then the government should bring him back. Because after all, before they came into government, they used to thump their chest and claim that within 100 days of coming into office, they will extradite Dawood Ibrahim from Pakistan. So after first saying that we do not know his whereabouts, then finally confirming that he is in Pakistan. So if he is in Pakistan, the government should tell the nation as to what is done in the past 1 year to bring him back.
That being said, Mr. Tiwari, but also what do you make of this entire episode? The fact that a question is asked inside Parliament, it wasn't a callous question or a callous exchange. It was a question inside Parliament and the reply coming from the junior Home Minister himself. And within hours, he backtracks on it.
Well, the difficulty is that written questions in the parliamentary system are dealt with in a very cavalier manner by ministries generally. So therefore, this is yet another classical example of how the minister who signed off on the file decided not to apply his mind and mechanically must have signed off on what has been put up from below. So it just goes to show that in this ministry or in this government, there is no application of mind on any issue at all. And even a sensitive issue with regard to the whereabouts of Dawood Ibrahim, who is India's #1 wanted terrorist, whom India has been wanting back under all circumstances, whom this government promised to bring back within 100 days after thumping their chest in every election campaign. If this issue can be dealt with in such a cavalier manner, then God help the government and God help the country.
And more importantly, Mr. Tiwari, through its cavalier, what you call a cavalier handling of this very important question of national security, do you also think that the ministry might just have, and the minister in question might just have ended up denting India's position vis-a-vis Dawood's location and him being harbored by Pakistan's ISI so far is concerned?
Well, you do have a very valid point, because if you tell Parliament that too in writing, you have no clue with regard to his whereabouts, tomorrow, even if this government was to muster up the gumption, which I do not think that they will, to take up the issue with Pakistan, Pakistan will just throw it on their face and say that, look, you yourself told your Parliament that we have no clue about his whereabouts. So how have you come to the conclusion that he is living it up in Clifton Road or in the Defence Housing Society? So you're absolutely correct. This reply definitely has undermined India's position. But I guess this is a government which is very cavalier and cares less about national interest.
And final question to you, Mr. Manish Tiwari. How is the Congress now going to take up the issue, if at all, going forward, now that a clarification has come from the MOS home?
Well, the only logical way of going forward is to complete your chest-thumping rhetoric. And if you have the gumption to walk the talk, if you have the conviction of courage, then you should bring Dawood Ibrahim back. You know, in 1998, Mr. Advani used to talk about hot pursuit. You know, then they evolved from there by the time the 2014 election campaign came and said that we will get him back in 100 days. And after 1 year, you know, they have no clue about his existence. In fact, on a slightly more jocular note, you know, this is really a golden opportunity for the Indian media, because you have some excellent investigative skill sets. And you should just track Dawood down, or at least his location down in Pakistan, and show the visuals to this government, you know, so that they are at least ashamed of the answers that they give in Parliament.